how to have the money talk with your beautiful partner without killing each other. That's the question. So, before we're gonna start enjoying the weekend,
We had to talk.
we have to talk. And we have to do it without.
Without killing each other. That's a very, very tough thing to do.
But we'll make it. We'll go through it.
Today we will share with you what worked for us, how we talk about money, and how we avoid having all this frustration and overwhelm that usually comes along with money. So, if you have seen already the video that I made about the 5 money talks that you have to have before you get married, if you haven't watched it yet, we will share the link in the comments.
I will share right now.
Yeah, but that video talk about the 5 things that you have to talk about before you get married. But what happened if you are already married, right? What happened if you're already married and you didn't have that talk before and it's too late? Don't worry, it's never too late, because today we will go through these 5 things and tell you how we talk about money without getting into fights. So
and you know that it's true because I'm still alive.
Yes, we're still alive and we still love each other and we still hug each other.
Yes, we are.
So it is possible. It is possible to talk about money without getting all overwhelmed and frustrated and upset.
And you can use it. You can use those tips for anything.
Yeah.
Not only money. But money, it's the topic that can just spark frustration right away. So listen carefully. The first one is the most important. Just don't talk to each other. Problem solved.
The first thing you need to know is that you are not against each other.
You're in the same boat, you're the same team, and you go in the same direction.
Yes.
So make sure just a little bit of love, not just be like, ah.
This is not that you did this, you did that, and because you did this, I'm allowed to do this. No.
Because then it turns into competition that nobody gonna win and everybody gonna get upset.
And if you are having struggles with money, is you together against these struggles, no you against each other of who is right. Here we are talking about that we are a team, we are a couple, and we are fighting the struggles that the environment are giving us. That's the main thing. Once you understand that and you do all the conversations based in this main idea that you together are fighting the challenges from like external challenges, everything becomes easier. And something very, very useful when you start the conversation is to sit next to each other, like we are sitting now. So you are
Instead
not facing
of confronting each other, then you kind of start your fighting mode and like, oh.
Yeah.
But just sit like this, give
and
a hug.
talk.
Right away you feel warm and cozy and you don't feel like being screaming or yelling. You're more calm, you're more relaxed, you feel better, and then you can just tell what's on your mind.
Put some music, relaxing music, drink something, eat something nice. Make it like maybe a party, maybe a nice evening talk after the kids are in bed. Because if you prepare the environment to be a nice environment, then the flow will go easier. Even if the topic is hard, the flow of the conversation, because you make the environment more comfortable for both of you, the flow will go more peaceful.
Yeah, and try to use words like, no, I feel like I want to choke you in your sleep.
Yeah, more
I've
center. What we
yeah.
say is like more center phrases. That means that instead of saying, oh, you didn't do this week, or you didn't stop smoking, I told you to stop, and you didn't do this, you didn't do that, then of course it becomes like already a confrontation, and the other person, the only thing that is invited to respond with something like to defend,
Yeah,
like
you go in
defensive.
the protective mode, and that's it. You blocked again, and you don't want to continue the conversation. Conversation turned into fight.
Yeah. Instead, use centered phrases like, I would like more help with this, or I feel like I'm not supported by you doing, I don't know, I need more support in by
Paying bills, or I.
I'm getting it's because he's hugging me. I get
Okay, work.
confused. I get too confused. I'm already getting like so cozy.
See, it's work. It's already working. It's magic.
Yeah, like just say I need more support. I feel like I'm taking care of everything by myself. I need to feel more understand. Maybe I'm trying to quit my bad habits, but it's so hard, and I feel like I'm not capable. I need help with this. So when you start talking about what you really feel about you, like a person that need help, a person that need to be understood, then the other person is opening to help, instead of getting ready to respond, to react to your blaming. The other person is opening to listening and to try to help. That's something that have helped us with everything. Every time something bothers us, we see it and we talk about it. And we talk in that way. Val tell me I feel frustrated, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I'm not doing enough, and then I help him. And the same with me. Sometimes there are some hard days in the month. Some ladies understand that that you wanna cry and you don't know why, and you feel like, I don't feel myself. I feel like I need somebody to listen to me, and he listened and he hugged me, and that's the most beautiful thing that you can do for your partner. Listen to your partner. That's the more the biggest gift that you can give to your partner, just to listen.
Yeah. And what else? Something like remind yourself why.
Yeah, remind yourself why. Every time you start kind of getting frustrated and getting like the heat is coming up and your ears is kind of you got to say why we are doing this, and then you go back to your dreams. Why we are doing all of this? Because we want to get there, because we have this vision, because we want this kind of life for us, for our kids. That's, you always have to remember why and help each other remembering, because it's very very easy to get overwhelmed with all the duties you have to do during the day, with all the problems you have in the day, and then you come and you look at the bills and you look at the statements, you don't have enough money, and then you get overwhelmed, and then you are like all frustrated, and then you see your husband just came with beers and you are like, but we don't have money. Just say why we're doing this. We need to continue, even if it's hard, even if we are facing a hard time right now financially. we need to remember why we are making all these decisions, all these things that you need to save on. The It's very hard to try to stop some things that you like, but it's very important to know why you are doing it, because you want to get to those dreams that you already have in your, like, in your goals. Like, as a couple, you need to, we the other day Val said, we didn't come to this world. I just loved it. He said, you were not born to eat, poop, and die. You are much better
You're
than
born
that.
for more than that. So
And you got to remind yourself that. Why we're in that? Whatever. That was the past. Now we are taking actions, we are making decisions, and why we are doing it? Because we are more than just eat, poop, and die. that was like a killer for me. So remember why you are doing this, and that will make you come back to your center and don't be overwhelmed or kind of control these emotions that come to you, and say, okay, we are doing this because we have a goal and we will do it together. And if you are like super overwhelmed, especially with the parts that you will see your current situation, and it's not beautiful situation right now, you have debt, you don't have savings, you don't know where you're going, you don't know what you're doing, you have never managed your money, you don't know how to manage it, and you start thinking on all of these things. If you get in overwhelm, please, if it's too much, you can stop and say, you know what, don't continue the conversation today, let's continue tomorrow. And this is something that you can do it over a month or over 2 months. Try to make it like step by step. Talk about one thing. First, talk about your dreams. Okay, let's talk about our dreams. Something beautiful, something that make you feel like positive, and dream about it. And then the next day you talk again about these positive things. And then you say, okay, now let's talk about our income, and start with the things that make you feel comfortable. So then when you go to the more difficult part, that is like facing your current situation, you will be prepared for that, and you will have already kind of a training, a habit with your husband to talk about these things. And don't wait until you are super overwhelmed to talk about this topic. Make it like a daily thing. Just every day, talk a little bit, a little bit, a little bit about your dreams, a little bit about the things that happening with money.
yeah, and if you see us like this calm, just to tell you, long time ago when we were young and crazy, I was like a dynamite. I was a little spark, I go off. I explode, and she actually taught me how to, maybe it was unconscious, but usually I would just explode and I'm ready to go to fight. And she would live in the middle. Now I'd be like, what's going on? I'm already, I'm prepared, and I have my vocabulary ready. Okay, you this, you that. And suddenly she leaves, and then I'm taking a little bit my time, and when all this craziness slowly calmed down, and then I come out, and then she come and she started talking to me. So, because this is the issue, when we are in the middle of that spark and we go, then it's never gonna end. You just go and you throw things that you don't want to be saying, and eventually when you do come down, you're thinking, why did I do it? Why did I went there? So what she taught me is how to get to that point of time when, why would I do that before I even doing it? And this way, when I already calm down and I'm like, okay, we are together for the same goal. We are a team. We're not going against each other. And when you kind of remember it, then I would come out from the room or she would come in 5 minutes later, and it's not like she would ignore and that's it, let's leave it and not talk about it
Yeah.
later. She would just give me some time to cool off, and then we got come back to each other's room or whatever it is, and then we have the talk, and it's already not heated, and we say how we feel. So it's game changer. So I learned how to do it. It took me a while, but again, don't see us that we're so calm and everything is awesome. It not used to be like this all the time.
And then I met Val. He was coming from a environment that, of course, everyone is getting into the spark and the action and the so
Yeah,
the thing
it was
is that
very heated, and it's in both ways. On the excitement, it's very talk with your hands, loud voice, and same was when you're fighting, and
Yeah.
same was when you're happy. It just was the normal
Very
level and
expressive.
our level. Yeah.
Very expressive kind of style, and the thing is that I never allow him to get into a fight because I was like very cool off, like, yeah, kind of hippie, kind of whatever, like calm down, let's talk about, and that's what helped us to not lose the respect for each other. And if you are finding yourself to that you are losing control and you are saying some uh, words that you don't want to say to your spouse, and you are reacting the way you don't want to react, just go through these tips. Try one day to have a conversation, maybe not right away about money. Just try to dream together and go for a walk or sit together. Don't face each other, just hug. Just try to make it a positive conversation. Don't go with any schedule because don't go like, oh, they said these 5 things we had to talk all of this order. No. Don't go like that. Just be open to be quiet. Sometimes it's good to just be quiet.
Correct.
And that's how you can slow down with all the emotions and all the bad feelings about having the money talk. So if you put in practice any of these tips, please let us know. Let us know how it went for you. If you have any other tips that you want to share with the community, will be perfect. We will all love the conversation, and we hope that these tips also help you and your family.
Yeah, it definitely helped us, and luckily it was right at the beginning of our road. So we never got into any fights, we never got into losing respect to each other, we never got into saying things that we would regret. And it's changed. It's like, I believe that's why our relationship is so strong, and it's just a small little tweak in the way you do your daily things. Just small thing, and for me it was hard to get used to it, maybe for the first months, but then I start noticing myself stopping myself. Okay, I kind of, it's time for me maybe to take 5 and just cool off, and it's so easy to get to used to it, and as soon as you do, it's game changer. So please definitely try that, because it's helped us, and I'm sure it's gonna help you to make things much better, much happier at home. And again, it's the same thing. Talking about finances, eventually it becomes something like so normal. Talk about your dream finances, where you're looking to go. That's pretty much all we talk about. This is our excitement. Where is our ship headed? Where are we going? And we get excited all the time when we talk about it, because we talk about things we dream, things we want to achieve, places we want to go, and it's keep you in the positive mode all the time and in a happy mode. And plus, we know all the time what's happening with our finances. So we not worry about it and what's gonna happen and what we're gonna do. We're on the same page. We know exactly what's going on. So both of us sleeping good at night.
Yes. So we hope that this was helpful, and let us know. Let us know how it goes.
Yeah, for now, have an awesome weekend with your loved ones. Enjoy, have fun, take time to talk, to celebrate, and we're gonna see you next weekend here.
Okay, bye bye.